Well, just before the show, I spoke with the governor of Sao Paulo, where a quarter of Brazil's COVID-19 deaths have occurred. Right now, vaccinations there are underway. We discussed Brazil's federal response, or lack thereof, to this virus. And we began with the governor's response to what is going on in Manaus.
The situation in Manaus has become dramatic. This happened due to the lack of actions of the Brazilian government for the health care of the local population. The situation is dramatic in the Amazon region, especially in Manaus. It is absurd that people are dying in their homes, at the hospital doors, on the sidewalks, due to the lack of oxygen. It's another irresponsibility of the Bolsonaro government. The chaos of health in Manaus, in the Amazon region, is now multiplying in other regions of the Amazons. Vaccines, doctors, and oxygen are lacking, and mainly federal government responsibility.
Brazil's health minister is now under investigation over the health crisis in the Amazon region. Part of that was concerning rejecting Pfizer's attempts to offer more vaccines to the country. What do you understand to have happened? Why did this happen? And what is the situation now? Well,
that's incredible, but this is true. What you said is absolutely true. At this moment, we need a health minister working to the health, to the people, to protect the people, not against the people. The only way to win this pandemic is through people cooperation, and also with the cooperation of the federal government. And it's not happening this right now here in Brazil. And have to add that last Tuesday, we had a helpful virtual meeting with the ambassador of China, which confirmed using supplies for the production of 8.6 billion doses of the Butantan vaccine until next week. But the same Chinese government that we keep with a good cooperation, with good relationship, diplomatic, economic, and health points, President Bolsonaro and Bolsonaro's family, mostly of the times, they attack the Chinese government and the Chinese vaccine and the Chinese help to Brazil. That's an incredible situation here.
I feel as if Brazil doesn't have a government. Brazil has been left to fend for itself. We have psychopaths in power, and the time has come. No one can take it anymore. We are not going to wait for 1 million people, of our people, to die, for people to rise up. Nobody can take it anymore.
Protesters in Sao Paulo have said, we are not going to wait for 1 million of our people to die, for people to rise up. Nobody can take it anymore. They are talking about President Bolsonaro, who said he won't take a COVID-19 vaccine. He's been stoking damaging anti-vax sentiment. What do you say to these protesters, and what should happen next? Should Bolsonaro be impeached, for example? What's your view?
Well, Becky, I have to say again that we are combating two viruses in Brazil, the coronavirus and Bolsonaro virus. And we have a sense here in São Paulo, the sense of urgency, and every life counts. And we don't want to waste a single day with bureaucratic processes created by the federal government. As I mentioned, we have already 220,000 people that's in Brazil. And here we are vaccinating as fast as possible. And we have already vaccinated 250,000 Brazilians in São Paulo. As a result, the São Paulo government took the lead in negotiations with China to purchase inputs for the production of the vaccine. Now that the supplies have been released just 2 days ago, we'll be able to detail the next phase of vaccination schedule in São Paulo. And once again, Becky, we need vaccine, and make more vaccination in Brazil to save lives down here.
That's the former friend, now foe, of the Brazilian president, the governor of Sao Paulo there, generously sharing his time with